reading. My name is Carrie. I'm a medium and a tarot card reader. And this reading today is not going to be for everybody. I started tuning in about an hour ago and I got a clear message that this is for a specific group of souls. So feel free to stay if you think it resonates for you. If not, you can just release it. But we're going to get started. And I'm going to first start off with a message. So I am a channel for spirit. And also, I work with different goddesses and different spirit guides. And the thing that I was being impressed upon is that there is a group of you right now, a group of souls. And the number I got, which I don't always get numbers, is actually about 20,000 in number. And the message that came through today was that you are all at this point where your spirit guides, your spirit team have been trying to get you exactly to this moment in your life where you are right now. You're right on the edge, the precipice of this next step. And many of you have been feeling as though you're being pushed almost from behind, but also internally to something, but you don't know quite what it is. So there is really almost like a preparation orchestra going on within you and many of these other souls where you one at a time will each start waking up to whatever this task is, this mission, this greater good that is being driven really from spirit, but it's also really coming from your Akashic Records and your blueprint. And what it feels like is something that you've been waiting for almost your whole life. And you can feel it and you know it's coming. You can sense it in your heart. You don't have all the steps yet. And that's where people like me come in and other mediums and intuitives and channelers who can help encourage you to really find your inner truth, to listen to your intuition, and to help you become prepared for this next step. So I'm going to tune in and just see what I'm getting. I have quite a few card decks here that they want me to bring out just to start getting images and visions and archetypes and see what comes through. So I'm going to start pulling. So again, just take a deep breath. And like I said, if this resonates for you, wonderful. And if it's not a message for you, don't try and make it fit. So the thing that's really coming through here is this message of wanting to feel your purpose and feeling like you're getting closer to it, but you don't have it quite figured out. Also, I am hearing that some of you have been hearing like whispers. It feels like you're being spoken to. It's meant to be like an awakening. And the spoken to is really coming from your higher self and your guides. And you're starting to become curious. You're getting a sense of something is happening and you want to take the next step. But some of you are having a hard time listening and hearing what the messages are. And what the guides are really saying is don't worry so much about that. Enjoy the process, enjoy the ride, is what I'm hearing, that they are kind of knocking at your door. This card says the light of the world, and there's literally a picture, it's a little hard to see here, of this elder, wise, almost like a druid, coming with a lighted lamp to this gentleman's door and just knocking at the door. He's literally knocking at the door saying, "You are the light of the world." There's also here the number 10. The number 10 means endings of something and beginnings of something else. At the same time, there is a feeling of, I'm not sure which thing is coming next, but I know something's coming. You've got the two of scrolls or the two of pentacles here. So that means there's a sense of you are getting unstuck. You were in your head waiting before and you're still trying to work it through, but there's a feeling of, okay, I know something's changing. And so I'm going to go ahead and just trust what that is, how it feels. Instead of being so much in your head, you're really getting into your heart space. and listening to how is it that I feel. We've also got this Six of Swords, the sands of time. For me, I'm hearing teacher, and I'm hearing now's the time for you to step up and share what you've learned, your knowledge, and that you've been prepared, not just in this lifetime, but in multiple lifetimes to be able to cast your net out and help a group of people. And you will be very much activating not just your own journey, but others as well through your light, encouragement, and your knowledge. Some of you who identify as being feminine, we're getting the Queen of Pentacles, are going to even be getting visions of what you want to create, what you want to master, what you want to grow, how you want to develop something. Almost like you have a vision for a place that would be like a retreat center or a sacred piece of land where you could come and have people come and do retreats. They could also do things that would bring in and instigate and grow their spiritual abilities and also heal, develop their intuition, be able to do medicine of different types, meaning energy medicine. There's just a lot of information that's beginning to channel through. And I feel this really in my body, like it's coming through. So let's see what else they're bringing me. I'm also seeing an image of a man, and I'm hearing Magic Man. Magic Man for me means that there's natural abilities that you have that are coming into play, that they feel like ancient things that you just know how to do. You have a gift. You don't know where it started or how it was developed, but it's just a natural part of you. And so some of you, I think, if you feel this way, are probably going to need to either work with a mentor for a time or develop what you have innately so that you feel comfortable going out into the world and starting to do things like charge for it and do healings and even readings, possibly counseling others. There's just this really strong piece that may help you bridge where you feel internally that you are right now and where you want to be. There's a need to grow, and there is a bit of a feeling of feeling stuck. This says stuck in the mud. And then there's the card of movement. So, and with this ostrich giving you a bit of perspective on what does this journey look like? I know I'm going somewhere. I know I'm being called up. I know possibly there's others connected to this. I just don't know where I'm going. So there's just this need to really be open and to don't play tricks on your own mind. I am hearing that because some of you are confusing yourselves. Okay, let's see what else we have here. I'm hearing make a mistake. So it feels like there's a worry about making a mistake and being concerned about that. Yes. So here right away that says it perfectionism. So that is so clear here that you're getting stuck and you're trying to do everything just right because you think that's the way you're supposed to do this. But really, it is this leap of faith you're taking, is what Spirit's saying. The other thing is this is the card of the shepherd. So that means you, in fact, are, like I said, being called up to do something, shepherding people to go on their journey as well. You're going to be making a name for yourself. And I'm hearing for some of you, you'll be a household name. So that means more and more people will have your name on their lips, talking about what you do, how you help them, how you what you demonstrate, what you show. There's just a magnetic energy here. And we also have like the Queen of Wands, who is a very magnetic soul. And this is the energy of attraction. Like I said, I really feel as though you're going to be a leader and you're going to be helping others, remember, light their way, have this sense of, and there's a sense of you're accumulating momentum right now. And so it's starting to churn. And again, this is coming from, because it's not just you waking up. to this pull, to this vision, to this movement that's happening. And in fact, it really is a movement. You and these other 20,000, and you may not meet all of these people in this lifetime. In fact, you may just meet a few of them, but you have an agreement on a soul level that this is the lifetime. This is the time. Right here, we have the card of rebirth, right? This is the world card. This is starting again. This is really getting access and letting go of the old ways of doing things that kept you in lockstep with everything around you, keeping you small. But now, like I said, you're opening up and expanding that. Remember, in the beginning, we really talked about that this is something that has been pulling you and that you're starting, and it is really being perpetuated and pushed by your guides. Like I see a whole line of guides stepping up and moving this whole group of you across this finish line. It's almost as though they're they have a pride in all of you being able to do this, because then they're feeling like they did their job. They stuck with what was meant they were meant to help you with in this lifetime. And also, the other thing is, I'm hearing this word, you're like an endangered species, this group of 20,000. You're a rare breed, is how they're giving it to me, which means all of you have this unique gift, this unique light. And I'm also getting this image, which doesn't happen to me very often, that many of you created this soul contract that you would all do this together at the same time. And a lot of you, I feel like, probably are, coming from off planet, that this is not your agreement, is not when you were here on Earth. Your agreement was to come back and help you can call them ancestors, because you are helping your own ancestors in this lifetime. You're also helping, those that came before you. So it's like coming back in time for you. That's really what it feels like. So let me just pull some of these. Let me pull some of the Starseed Oracle and just see what message is coming through. They are telling me it's very similar to Pluto energy. Pluto is a very intense planet. And as you know, it's the planet often it's the dark planet, and it is the outlier planet. And that's what I think many of you feel like. And it's because of you're from a different place, and you're really needing to understand that the work you're doing to help is going to help humanity a lot. This is so interesting. This says, hard to see, earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. That's this card from the Rebecca Campbell deck. A little hard to see. Incredible. That's exactly what I was feeling. I'm also seeing karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. So this is that part of that. It feels uncomfortable sometimes being here. You're still learning to recognize the frequency of Earth. But I'm also really feeling here that all of you love being here very much, and that you feel a sense of purpose, and that you earned the right to come here and help humanity during this time. But this is interesting. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. So there is that thing I'm getting. It's like you all woke up together in this timeline. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, and let the goddess God in. Okay, so that means you don't have to do it alone. You're not the only one doing this. Even if you never meet many of them, it's important to know it's happening. This is saying empathetic starseed, energetic sovereignty, independence, absorbing what is not yours. I think that's part of the signature of your energy, is that you are of the more sensitive, empathic vibration, and you recognize that. And often it's been difficult for you because you felt not a part of a lot of groups. not a part of a lot of people's friendships just because you felt that you were in lockstep with a lot of people. But I want to let you know part of this waking up, like I said, even if you only meet a few people from your soul group in this lifetime, you're going to understand yourself so much more on a deep level. And there's going to be so much beauty and love that you're going to experience over these next 20, 30 years. That's really what I'm getting. We're also getting this wait, it's not time yet thing, it's being woven. The interesting thing about that card is that you are being brought up, you are being pushed, you are being, moved to the front, but you're also having to learn to trust. And part of the trust comes from you working again, understanding that you are safe here and that you're being taken care of and that your own inner guidance is connected again to your guides and they'll help you every step of the way is what I'm getting. All right. They want me to pull 3 more cards. See if we're getting any other messages. I hope this has helped. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. You have a lot of psychic abilities. You have a lot of mediumship abilities. You are an oracle, a channel, and that's going to be a natural part of you. And I really feel like I'm seeing many of you like channeling spirit coming right through your crown chakra and then communicating. We have the Oracle at Delphi, that is ancient Greece, but also very apropos for this reading. And also that you really understand these orators or oracles or seers from throughout history. Many of them came from the stars as well. And they were here to help us, help lighten load, help lighten humanity. So remember, it's the greatest gift to be here on earth right now, helping. We're also seeing this is someone who's a medium, a little hard to see, but essentially, it's a woman who's really got spirits, loved ones, ancestors, and also angels, the fae, all around here. So that's part of the gift of being one of these 20,000, or there's other groups of star seeds, and there's other groups of souls who've been here a long time or are very awake as well. Know that you're taken care of. And then the final card I'm getting is the King of Roses. And the King of Roses is really telling you, you will mature in this sensitivity. You will learn to be more yourself and to grow in this profound, special gift and this resonance of what's to come next. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I would really recommend that you check out one of my meditations here on YouTube. And just to see if you want to link in with more of this information, I do have an Akashic Records meditation as well as a Clear Your Chakras meditation, many things. So I hope I see you again. As always, thank you.